Backstage with Mark Paul.
I'm Mark Paul and I'm here with Bunny, whose Idol's journey has come to an end. Bunny, I want to know from you, going into the show, was there ever a point where you decided in your mind that that is the goal you like to reach, maybe top 10 or top 5, or obviously you want it to win, but is there a point where you decided, well, if I go out before then, I'll be disappointed, if I go out after then, I'll be okay?
That's exactly what it was. I mean, obviously, you enter the competition with the goal to win. And then I made top 10, and I was like, hey, man, top 10 is pretty cool. I'm totally chilled if I went. Then I was like, I don't want to be the first one to go. Then I don't want to be maybe top 7, maybe 6, all right, maybe top 4. Okay, all right, top 2. So, it's... Like, I thought I'd be cool until you get to that place, and then you think maybe a little bit further.
Which is not a bad thing to have. You're constantly raising the own bar in your life. Now, you've come from a music background. I mean, you're in a band and that sort of thing. Now, coming into Idols, very prescriptive in terms of every week there's a theme. Is there any theme, and let me ask you this first, is there any theme that you've been given in the top 10 specifically that you've struggled with?
Probably movie magic.
Okay, and why?
Just because there was a lot that I thought I could do. I mean, I went on a very, only for a moment, I went on a very sort of Disney tangent, and I thought I could do Scars, Be Prepared. Just kidding. But yeah, I think movie magic was a little bit tricky just because, you know, they're really ballady songs from the movies, hardly ever vibey, with the exception of perhaps Innocent Selection of Two Hearts. That was the only vibey one of the whole evening. So yeah, I think that was probably the trickiest.
And now going forward in life, I mean, you're going to carry on with music. I'm not even going to ask you that. It's a stupid question. You're going to carry on doing what you're doing. But is there a particular style that are you going to go back to the rock vibe? Or has this brought out another love that you didn't know you had?
Interestingly worded question. Yes, I would. I come from the rock vibe. I love indie music. I love rock music, and I love Afro music. So I want to do that kind of Afro indie rock, if there is such a genre.
Make it up, create it.
Yeah. But while I've been in the competition and being around so many different musical tastes, I have actually, garnered a new understanding for like really deep, dark, weird jazz. And that's probably what's fueled my desire to study. And like, there's so much that I don't know, obviously. There's so much that you don't know if you're not looking for it. So yeah, I feel like I've picked up so many really, really cool things during this experience. But I don't think it would change my style right now. Right now, I would like to pursue that and see it through to its end. And then, given the opportunity, I would love to go into different genres and experience different ways of using my voice.
Is there any part of this journey that you haven't enjoyed, that looking back on, you wish you had done that differently, or the situation was different maybe?
It's going to sound really silly because it's a competition. But the competitiveness, I mean, the people that we meet, the people that, you know, the rest of the contestants are such talented singers, musicians, such interesting people to get to know. And the fact that we had to compete against each other and kind of like suss each other out, that for me is a little bit regrettable, because I would never have wanted to see any of those people in that way, because A, we get along so well. And, you know, as musicians, I don't want to like see that guy as a threat and that person or this girl is like that. I want to be able to enjoy what you're doing, and that's the beauty of music. So, I mean, it sounds silly because it's a competition, and that's like the core of what we're doing here.
But really, Idols is giving you a platform now where you can get into, if I can call it, the real music industry, where that competition is different and you can just get along with the musos. Anyway, we're sad to see you go, but I know that it's not the end, and I know that we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. So all the best in the future, and thank you for what you've brought to this competition.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark.